So today in this video, what we're going to be talking about and taking notes on is the scientific method. Yay! So the scientific method, back when you were in middle school, probably looked a lot like this. It started, I'll make these into steps. It started with an observation that you would make, or a question you would ask. Then, from there, you would do some additional research about the topic. And this could be, I'm going to draw a book. Nope, that's really bad. Could be with a book. You may do your research, like I do sometimes, on YouTube. Could be with YouTube. Gosh, these are so bad. There we go, that's a little better. Could be watching videos on YouTube. Could be reading a book. Could be looking something up on the internet. Okay, there you go. Any one of these things you could use to research. After you felt like you did enough research, you would be able to form a hypothesis. And that's that if blank, then blank kind of statement. Then, after your hypothesis, you would run an experiment. Okay, and then when you're experimenting, you'll be collecting your data. So you'll have some kind of a data table, and I'm sure you guys are all used to these, where you have your trials, trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, and then you have your results. Great. So you've collected data, now what do you do with it? Well, in middle school you learned that the next step was analysis. And most of the time in middle school, that involved taking information from this data table and turning it into a graph. Look, we made a graph out of this. And then the last step will be forming a conclusion. So we look at this graph and we say, okay, we're going to conclude it increases. Obviously, we don't know what we're talking about. This is just for show. But they expect you to look at the analysis that you've done from collecting the data, and then you're going to make a conclusion off of it. So this is a very simplistic way to look at the scientific method. Again, it's what they taught you in middle school. And this was because it was easy to teach it this way. Like, who wouldn't want science to be simplified into 7 steps? I mean, that's nice. Clearly, we can go from one to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, and then we arrive at a conclusion that's all wrapped up like a little package with a bow, and we win. However, high school science is not going to be working this way. We can't make it this simplified.